break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these dreams I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
What's up? What's up? Where's everybody at? Oh my goodness. Wow, man. Nobody tuned in. What up, VJ? What up, Juan? What up, Attires? Heavy? Jake? What's going on, fellas? Well, you guys are here. That's good enough for me, right? So let's kick things off with a little discussion, shall we? Before we get into the thick of it. First announced today. If you guys haven't been tuning into social media and everywhere online, John Cena has been revealed as the latest, greatest Fortnite character that will be available via their shop July 28th. And they're celebrating the summer, aka SummerSlam. And this is John Cena's old attire. He will have his little theme song for your dance. He will have that little emote. And he has the shirt on and shirt off, depending how you like to go into battle. So I thought that was really cool. I like John Cena, and I'm glad that they're putting a WWE character into the game. I think that opens the door for many more. You know, we already saw The Rock make his way into Fortnite as Dwayne Johnson. So I'm really excited about this partnership. Fortnite has literally partnered up with everybody. So seeing John Cena in Fortnite is going to be cool, and even makes me want to maybe get it, especially considering the fact that Fortnite has a no build game mode, which I have truly enjoyed with my friends and my nephew. It's been a blast. So if you guys haven't really been playing Fortnite, check out that no build game mode. Maybe you end up enjoying it as well. I don't know, maybe I give you guys a little sneak peek teaser with John Cena when he drops. Maybe I pick him up. I don't know if we got to see how much he costs, because some of these characters, they go for like $20 something, And honestly, I don't really want to pay $20-something for just one skin. And truth of the matter is it a little disappointing? For me, it's not. I don't think it is, Attires. I think this is actually cool. What's disappointing though is that he has his old attire. They really gave him this old ass attire that he hasn't worn in ages. I wish he would have worn the one that he recently wore on WWE television, which is the respect one that honors his 20-year career within the WWE. So yeah, Fortnite is getting John Cena. Hopefully you can see him because I can't. See what I did there? Wow. John Cena, huh? How do you guys feel about Mr. John Cena making his way to the game? Are you guys going to be buying him? Let me know down below. John Cena. You're buying that John Cena? Okay, Attires. You're not gonna buy it, Juan? You're buying that skin for sure. I don't mind it though. J-Mac says he loves it. He doesn't mind it. Okay. What up, Drake Juan? How's it going, bro? Yo, guys, where the likes at, man? We only got 8 likes. You're actually excited? Okay, VJ's excited for it. All right, I like it. I like what I'm reading. I like what I see. Anyone play new free game? Oh, you're talking about multiverses? I actually tried it out last night. It's pretty good. I'm gonna be doing some videos on it, talking about it this week for sure. No way, John Cena wasn't in the game. Yeah, they put him in the game now, bro. They're putting him in Fortnite. But they got the old skin. What up, Cheetah Boy? How's it going? Well, we got some more stuff to talk about. So if you guys missed that first opening segment, no worries. Let's open up some more pictures here. We're gonna be talking about one of the big encounters that we got this coming week. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock and maybe you're unaware, yes, you see it here on the screen. In SummerSlam, we have the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns facing off against Brock Lesnar. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, or maybe I did. I don't know. Point is, that's happening this Saturday. I cannot wait. I'm actually excited for this. Lex, why are you excited? These guys have faced each other a million times. This is old news. This is boring. This is garbage. Look, at the end of the day, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have faced off a bunch of times. I think Brock Lesnar has been very successful against Roman Reigns, and now Roman Reigns has been on a little streak against Brock Lesnar. Therefore, people are thinking, well, you know what? At the end of the day, it's Brock's time to beat Roman this time around. And to me, I think that this last man standing match has potential to be one of the epic matches of SummerSlam's history, in SummerSlam's history. And I think that ultimately they want to make up for what happened at WrestleMania. This is an opportunity where they can pretty much give the fans back what we wanted at WrestleMania. Because remember when we watched WrestleMania, they called it the biggest match of all time, and it was actually overshadowed by Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, along with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens, Vince McMahon, and Pat McAfee. So ultimately, this match I think will head in a new direction because of the last man standing stipulation. I feel like it puts it in that greatness category, you know, in that tier, and I think that that's what they're going to be chasing for. Now remember, last week when it was announced that Vince McMahon is officially retiring, Brock Lesnar actually walked out of SmackDown, meaning he is not too happy with the situation in WWE and being blindsided by the fact that Mr. McMahon himself kept that a secret from him. I feel like Brock Lesnar probably got, you know, a little emotional, and it was reported that he walked out. So who knows what's going to happen with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? Who knows if they're going to actually bleed and take a real beating around the outside of the ring. Remember, this is going to be in a massive stadium. I think it's where they play football, where the Titans play football over there. So this is going to be a big deal, especially considering the fact that they have fought so many times. They need to give us something different to make it work, in my opinion. So I think Roman's winning. And if the opportunity presents itself for Theory to cash in, I don't think he's going to be successful at it. Honestly, I think Theory was always meant to lose cashing in, no matter who it was, whether it's Brock beating Roman and then Theory coming out to cash in, or Roman retaining and Theory coming in to cash in. So I think Theory's not winning. I got Roman. That's my pick. I think the match is going to be badass. I can't wait to watch it. Hit me up. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it. I know at first everyone was a little shook because we've seen this before, but maybe this time around they actually deliver on their promise and give us one of the greatest matches of all time. What up, Andre? What up, Tony? If Roman Reigns Theory cash it in one? Nah, I don't think so. What if this happens? Both Brock and Roman are down, Theory cash in, and it doesn't lift a finger and wins the last man standing match? He actually can. You're right about that. That could definitely be a possibility. You're ready to acknowledge the tribal chief? What up, Juani? Mr. McMahon is still on trial? Yeah, he is, but he's retired from the background. You like the background? Nice. You're picky, bro? Know your role? Oh, Marcus, what's going on, man? How am I picky, bro? You played 30 minutes ago? I don't Fortnite much. I used to, but Dope Cena has a skin. I know. What up, Hawk? I see you guys, man. It's an outside arena. Yeah, I think that's where the Titans play. So it's going to be a pretty big deal if they go outside of the ring. Now, we do have something else to take a look at here, y'all. We do have something else to take a look at here. Hold on. Let me pull it up while we're here, while we're talking about this big match. Let me set it up on screen here for a second. We got a SummerSlam promo to look at, which I'm really excited to talk about with you guys. Like, I'm legit excited to talk to you guys about this one. Let's put it in slow motion a little bit. Let's slow it down. There you go. All right, so revealed on Twitter. Here we go. Revealed on Twitter. Hold on. All right. Now, we did talk about my predictions for the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar match. We could go on for days talking about that, but here we're going to be taking a closer look at the tweet by WWE, which happened yesterday, and they gave us one of those stop motion promos, which I absolutely love. Not only does it take me back to the old days when I was watching wrestling in the Attitude Era, shortly after when they started doing the, you know, those little stop motion promos. I love it. So here it is. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman gracing our screen versus Brock Lesnar. And remember, guys, this is for your cell phone. This is for Twitter, and that's why they did it this way. And I love it, man. This is amazing. Look at Brock getting hyped, all sweaty, ready to fight. And Roman just chilling there with Paul Heyman in the back looking very mean and giving us the mean mugging face. I love these freaking hype reels. I can't get enough of them. And you know what? I don't want to get copywritten, so I'm going to take it off right now from the screen. But there it is one last time. Brock Lesnar flexing, Nashville, Tennessee, SummerSlam, July 30th. Can't come soon enough, man. I'm excited for it. I really am, because Roman Reigns, that's my boy. That's my tribal chief. And you know what? I stand by my tribal chief, all right? He puts food on my family's table. I don't know about y'all, all right? But he's winning. He's winning, all right? He's winning. So yeah, lots of goodies going on. Why does Paul look man? He gotta look man. He gotta look fierce. Wow, Marcus. The McMahon / Khan era is only the beginning. Uh-oh, Julio's going to the Bucks. I saw that. Shit's awesome. Your daddy's not here anymore. You want to talk about that? Your daddy's not here anymore segment? We could talk about that. Hold on, give me a second. Let me save this over here. I got a bunch of videos that I'm saving to upload just in case people miss the stream. I'm gonna watch a World War... Wait, what? I'm gonna watch a World War II and watch it fairly dirty. Watch it... What do you... Wait, what do you mean World War II? What up, RJ? I see you, Jose. How's it going? So, Roman Reigns. Let me look up a picture of Roman Reigns and let's put Austin Theory. Let's see what picture I can find so I could talk about that segment. Roman Reigns Monday Night Raw. All right, let me see. Hold on, guys. We got to talk about it properly. All right, we got to talk about it properly. Damn, nobody has a little picture of that shit. Oh, let me see. Is it this one? Sorry, y'all. All right, I guess we'll just have to go with this one right here. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh, I can't get it. Jesus. All right, we'll get this one with the bloodline. The bloodline. The bloodline. Yeah, Monday Night Raw was pretty darn good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid. And I like the promos and shit. Let me sharpen this up a little bit. Oh, so. You the twos and we the ones. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it because head of the table wanted to talk about it, so I'll talk about it. Let's pull it up. At the screen. So if you guys didn't watch Monday Night Raw and missed out on that segment with Roman Reigns and Austin Theory, or Theory should I say, it was spectacular. Spectacular. And if you haven't seen it, check it out before you hear me say what I got to say. All right, I'm giving you time to exit the video, stream, whatever, and come back after you see it. Well, either way, you clicked on it, you're watching it, so let's get into it. Roman Reigns did not want anything. He didn't want to do anything with the mic. He hands it to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman cuts his magical promo. Thought it was fantastic. Amazing. He hands the mic back to Roman. And I'm like, what is Roman gonna say? Paul Heyman just went in. And Austin Theory came out and cut him off. Oh, man. Roman's demeanor, his look, his reaction was priceless, bro. It was priceless. I loved every second of it. Theory comes out, starts talking his shit. You know what Theory has been doing the last couple weeks. And I just really enjoyed Roman's facial expression to the point where he grabs the mic and says, "You're gonna stop right there? Why don't you come in the ring? Come in the ring and acknowledge your tribal chief," you know? And he starts doing these little gestures and the crowd's all into it. I couldn't stop laughing, bro. It was awesome. And then tells him, well, start looking around, start thinking what you're gonna do because daddy's not around anymore. Oh man, the crowd went nuts. Nuts. And my jaw dropped. I was like, oh shit, you know? It was just a good, well put together segment. And it works, man. It works. Theory wanted to get physical. They didn't get physical because Roman felt like Theory was beneath him. And let's be honest, he is. And I love how Theory tried giving the Usos a little cheap shot. And Roman just brushed it off and said, hey. Let him be, let him be. Like, basically leaving Theory in the ring alone for him to contemplate what the hell just happened. It was a work of art, in my opinion. I thought they handled it perfectly, and it was just gold. Perfect execution for me. So I went crazy when that happened. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely loved it. I went nuts. What up, Nick? Just stopped through to say what's up. Glad to see you're back. We're back, baby. We got tons of videos. Just hopping into a game of Unlimited. Nice. You liking the cards you got or what? You should see the team I put together on Xbox. I got a pretty solid squad right now. Johnny Gargano was with Theory in NXT as his dad. Yeah, he was with him in NXT. Love how they're implementing real life shit. Oh yeah, for sure they did it for more heat. Sony could possibly be buying Square Enix. You think so? I feel like Roman came up with that. He probably did. What happened to Roman and Bray cameo? What do you mean with Bray? Talk about the mystery message. Did they put the mystery message yesterday again? Happy 20th anniversary to Rey Mysterio. Yes, sir. Rey Mysterio. What's up, Starfish? The cameos? Yeah, but I don't know what that is actually. I'm actually a little confused. As for the video, I didn't really see no video yesterday on Raw for Edge or the Mystery Man. I'm so mad I missed the WWE 2K DLC stream. I fell asleep just as it started. It's okay, man. We're gonna play a little bit now. Tonight I'm streaming again, guys, just so y'all know. I'm streaming again tonight. This stream is gonna be a little shorter, but tonight we got another stream for sure. Yeah, I think it's Edge too. I believe it's Edge. Guys, we got 18 likes, man. Can we get at least 30 likes? Can we match the likes so we could get some more people in here, get this stream noticed, and get some more subscribers? I would greatly appreciate it before we get into some WWE. You're gonna have to go on a sugar rush? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I thought you were in the UK 5 hours ahead. Right now, isn't it like 10 o'clock your time? I'm trying to see what's going on with my nephew because I called him. He didn't pick up. He ain't answer. Ray made me tear up talking about Eddie and his rivals. Oh, man. Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, that was a good promo. Ray cut a good, wholesome promo. I love that WWE gave him a spotlight. They gave him some time. They didn't overdo it. And then he had a decent match there versus Judgment Day and got the win, which turned into a brawl backstage, and Rhea Ripley returned. I really liked the way that was produced because I was thinking, man, they can't just have the Judgment Day lose to Rey Mysterio like that. I get it's his 20th anniversary, but something has to happen. And I kind of anticipated Edge making his return, but ultimately it didn't happen. So it's okay. It is what it is. They're smart, bro. You can't do everything in one show. And plus, this show was mainly about hyping up SmackDown, right? That's why they brought out Drew McIntyre, to hype up that Sheamus match. And also to hype up SummerSlam for sure. Lex, what are you excited for? Madden 23, man. I want to see not only how the graphics are, which is always like one of my main concerns, but the gameplay. Ultimately, how do you feel about this Logan dude? Logan Paul is cool, man. I just think he wants to be a good guy so bad, and it's just not working out. I think Logan Paul as a good guy, he would be a better heel. I think he is easy to dislike, very easy. He was cutting those promos yesterday, and it's not like anyone cared. Now I'll tell you what, they started off Monday Night Raw perfectly with them fighting and getting separated. And then they had that long impulsive segment which went nowhere. And then they showed online a promo with Ciampa. And I just can't believe that Ciampa cut such a great promo, and they should have just used that on the Impulsive set. It makes no sense to me why you got Ciampa cutting these amazing promos, and instead of putting it in the spotlight and having him come out on Impulsive and doing what he did backstage, they end up doing it later. So that was probably my only complaint from Monday Night Raw. I'm not really a big complainer. I just tune out whenever I don't like something or care about something, because there's just so much wrestling to look at. But yesterday was one of those instances that I was a little bothered with. Yeah, she was wearing a Eddie Guerrero shirt. That was awesome. And Ric Flair, yeah, talking about Ric Flair, they did an awesome job promoting that match. There's a good video on his YouTube channel. It's a 2-part documentary promo video. And not only does it get you emotional, but it gets you invested in their storyline. And I really enjoyed it. I wish I could watch it here on stream with you guys. And even though Ric Flair is 1,000 years old and he shouldn't wrestle, his name alone and the prestige of, you know, the story behind it is just magnificent, even though the match is not going to be good. So it sucks that he's so old. Oh, they did a 3rd part too? Let me look it up. Let me see. I've seen the first 2 parts. I really enjoyed those promos, bro. I thought those promos were outstanding. Let me see if I could find it here. Hold on. Where are you? Oh, it's over here. I was just so shocked by how good the promos were. See, I see the 2 parts. Oh, there is a part 3. It's 16 minutes long. It got uploaded 23 hours ago. Wow. All right, let me save it. I'm gonna share it with my friends. I really wish I could share it with y'all. Damn, man. But if you go to Ric Flair's YouTube channel, the 3-part show or series is there. Really, really good. Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart at Madison Square Garden last night. That's funny. Chris Rock is walking around with a goat. That's dope. I like it. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and Kevin Hart. Let me tell my boy, part 3 is out. Yeah, man. There, I just saved it. What up, Dark Lord? Did you hear what he said about his pacer? What do you mean? Oh, because he has a pacemaker, huh? It's a tag team match. I don't think he's gonna wrestle too much. What if Jay Lethal makes Rick look better? He will make him look better. What up, Mike? He's gonna do everything he can to make him look better. I just hope Ric Flair makes it through, man, because I don't know. Yeah, like what you said, his health is definitely something he's playing with here. But I think they're gonna take care of him. It's all about taking those big bumps and making it look nice. And Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett are gonna probably sell the shit out of it for him. He can plug his pacemaker back in if he gets seriously hurt. So what? He has it disconnected? He has the pacemaker disconnected for the match? Is that what you're saying? Guys, if you haven't joined our Discord, man, join our Discord. Our conversation always boils over there. You know what? Guys, get on Discord right now. Who's on Discord right now? Let me look at the chat. Let's do a little party chat, a little teaser. Let's do a little 10-minute Discord segment. Get on Discord. Who's on Discord right now? Who has a mic? Get on Discord. Get into the voice lobby. In the channel section. When you go all the way down, there's a voice lobby. Who's joining in? Join in on the Discord. What up, Ben? We need that Triple H showcase mode next year. That'll be great, right? You think we see Randy Orton return soon? No time soon, man. He had that back injury, I believe. Get in on that Discord, y'all. this is something that I offer to members, and you know, unfortunately some members haven't really cared too much about doing it, but I'm gonna let y'all jump in on the fun. If you guys ever consider membering up, it's just $3 a month. You guys could join in on the private Discord voice chat and chat it up. So for right now, I'm giving you guys a little teaser. We're gonna do a little 10-minute segment. Let me know who's joining in on Discord. I'm looking at the lobby. There's nobody in the lobby right now. I'm in the lobby though. I'm starting it up. I'm in the lobby, y'all. Let me put it on Discord. I'm gonna put everyone. We got a 10-minute segment on the live stream with our voice lobby open. All right, there. Yo.
What's up?
What's up? So right now we got Paz in here. We got head of the table in here. Let me pause the music. Who else is joining in on the fun?
Can we try and get a tires in?
Tires, where you at? Where you at,
Let me
Tires?
see. Let me see if I can get it.
We got Juan in here. Not the cause of any controversy, but you can't just unplug your pacemaker. That would take a surgery. So no, he does not. Yeah, that's what I figured, Ryan. But what are they talking about? It's not about it being stupid, but he's talking about how Ric Flair would just do something to put it back in or put something on to help him.
Yeah, he said he'll just automatically plug it back in. It's no problem.
And just so you know, Ryan, yeah, there's different there's the pacemaker that you put inside your body within your heart, and then there's the life vest, which works just like a pacemaker, and it doesn't require surgery. You just wear the vest. I would know because my mom had one. So I thought there was maybe some other sort of pacemaker that wasn't internal.
Well, apparently he wants to bleed in the match. He's
oh yeah, he's gonna bleed. There's no doubt about that. Yo, I hear you kind of low.
Oh, damn. I got my volume off. That's wrong.
What's up? So yeah, Mr. Michael Ryan. So how did you guys feel about Monday Night Raw? Even though we talked about it yesterday, how do you guys feel about it?
I feel like it was like really good. Triple H has definitely made change.
That was just day one.
I know, it's crazy. Like it started off with all the energy automatically right at the start. Brawl. Well, it's a good way. Good way.
Watch how SmackDown is.
Well, SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown, they hyped up that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre main event, so that should be good.
Yeah, and I saw an advertisement. They said like it's just going to be star power next week, so we don't know what we're expecting now.
What for this Friday or the following?
For this.
Oh.
Okay, well that's interesting.
I'm expecting Brock.
My grandpa
We've got to do a segment with Roman and Brock by the end of the SummerSlam.
Your grandpa had the one that was internal, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so the thing is that I don't know if the life vest one is called pacemaker just like that, but either way, the concept of what it's supposed to do, it's kind of the same thing. It's basically when your heart rate goes down where you could basically die, it's supposed to revive you, and it's supposed to, you know, it's like a defibrillator, bro. It shocks your heart, and it's supposed to, you know, do what the heart does.
Alive?
Yeah, put you back. So that's what the purpose is for. The fact that he has one and he's wrestling, there will now I didn't even Yeah, Triple H has one. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I said he crazy, Rick.
Oh,
Rick's crazy.
yeah. Rick is crazy because the thing is that even having too much of a heart rate could pretty much kill him. You know, like getting too intense. Now, I will tell you this, man. The guy has been training. He does have a personal trainer, and he has all the money in the world to have all the. Because here's the thing: people typically pass, or something crazy happens to them when they're unaware of where their body's at. So in Ric Flair's case, he has all the money in the world, like I said, and he has all the care in the world. So I'm pretty sure he's pretty well aware what his percentages are of surviving, how strong his heart is, what he needed to do to prepare for the match, and things like that.
Do you personally think this will be his last match of all time?
I hope so.
I think he's too old.
I really don't want. I want this to be his last one. I don't want to risk another match. Like, this is fine, but
I don't want.
after
I don't
that,
want
I
to see him
think
die in the ring.
Yeah. I don't want to see him die in the ring. MGM, we're talking about it because Ric Flair is wrestling, and apparently he has one, which I didn't know. I know Triple H just got one.
Yeah, Triple H just got one. Yeah.
And that's why he's retiring officially, because he was already kind of retired.
I do think that's a great decision.
I thought he was doing this for money. Nah, man. Ric Flair gets paid so much money for those appearances that he does, and he has his own YouTube. He has his own like shirts, and he still, I think, gets royalties. What's up?
Don't you guys own broadcast? Like,
oh yeah, the podcast. Yeah, he's doing the podcast stuff. He's getting.
Those things are funny as hell.
Yeah, and he's also got the royalties that he gets paid from like WWE and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a very well paid man, especially for his age and for his accomplishments. I would say that I'm willing to say that he is living comfortably.
Yeah.
So
also, apparently, it was his son-in-law's idea to do this match.
Andrade. Podcast, yeah, he's the podcast stuff.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're talking about Andrade. I mean, Andrade is gonna be there taking care of him. So.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad about that.
And then you got Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, who are very, very familiar with Ric Flair.
I don't know if Charlotte might make an appearance. Do you think Charlotte will be there?
She'll probably be in the crowd, maybe. But I mean, she's gonna be there. She's gonna be there even backstage. Of course, she's gonna be there. But will she make an appearance on camera? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they want to stay away from the cross promotion thing.
And WWE won't care because I was actually talking to my boy Brian not too long ago about this. He told me a story where John Cena's dad, or I don't know who, was making some sort of appearance or something like that. It was like a charity event where it was promoted by like an indie promotion or something. I don't remember the full story. You could probably look it up and know more about it than I do.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those like indie wrestling events or whatever. And John Cena asked for permission, and Vince McMahon allowed him to show. And not only did John Cena show up, but Vince McMahon also came out.
Isn't there a video? Isn't that a video about that?
Yeah. That's where Brian found that. He told me about it. So, yeah, I think that it could happen, especially now with Triple H, Stephanie, or whatever. But I just don't think that I don't think that it makes any sense, honestly. It doesn't even matter.
No.
What are they gonna do with Charlotte? Really, like come out and check on her dad?
That's it, probably.
Exactly.
She'll probably be. I think she'll be nervous, but I think it's a good kind of nervous because this will be a spectacle to witness. Like Ric Flair in the flesh in a match again. Like that's something I think that's crazy already.
Oh, I see we got Mr. Jake in here.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jake making his big return to the company. Ric Flair, 75 years old. He sure as hell is. Flair's retirement match should have been at Mania against Michaels. Everything we've had after that is overkill. Him and Hogan have done nothing but overkill.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you see his attack like by Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, I saw it.
But
Yeah, I
That
saw
was
it.
you mean by Jay
ridiculous.
Lethal
That
first?
was my god.
What you said, Juan?
Blood everywhere.
So was Jay Lethal first who attacked him.
Yeah, it was Jay
Oh,
Lethal,
was
and
it
then
Jay Lethal? Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
So
okay.
Jeff Jarrett is trying to save him. Oh, what's going on? Oh, get off of him! Get off of him, you bastard! Whatever. And then Ric Flair said, "Get off of me! I could do it by myself." and then they started going at it.
Didn't you say something like, I hate your effing father to Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah. He told them a bunch of shit.
Man, that was.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, it was. I really like that documentary. It made me really sad seeing the full story of his son Reed.
Oh, yeah, he was a
Yeah.
wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Before he passed away.
Yep. Man, trust me, if you guys haven't seen that promo, they made it like a documentary and they brought in a bunch of like people to talk about Ric Flair and the match and the build up and the preparation. And it was pretty well
I saw
done.
that. Yeah, it was well done, yeah.
Speaking of Hogan, crazy, his last match was a house show overseas. Freaking Hulk Hogan.
Isn't he doing a roast thing soon?
Ric Flair, yeah,
Ric
on
Flair?
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel bad for him, man. I don't want him
I
getting
heard
too.
Snoop Dogg supposed to be there.
Isn't it
Huh?
funny though that
Snoop Dogg's gonna be on the roast.
Snoop Dogg is gonna be there?
Yeah,
Oh, he's like in every roast.
for real.
It's so funny though to me
I don't know
that
who the guests are gonna be, like all of them. That's gonna be interesting.
Ric Flair, not Ric Flair, sorry. As much as the indie promotions or wrestlers can say they hate WWE, they sure as hell stick around wherever WWE does like SummerSlam or like WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. Haven't you noticed that every time those big pay-per-views happen, there's always like some hyped up indie show happening like across the street?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it's so funny. And it works.
Or
It
the
works.
same day too. That's crazy. The same night.
Yeah, usually the same night. They're doing so the whole thing, the Starcast stuff is supposed to be like a convention almost.
Mhm.
And they turned it into like a show, like it became like an event for Sunday, but it's like I think Daniel Bryan's going to be there and like a bunch of people from AEW and a bunch of people from other companies and former WWE superstars are going to be there too, signing autographs and taking pictures. You know what sucks about those conventions? I've looked up on the website to go to like the ones that have happened here in Florida. You got to pay for the entrance plus whatever that person charges for their
autograph and shit.
Yeah, so all right, so here's how it works. I wanted to meet, I remember the Green Ranger. He came here, he comes here like every year. And I was like, oh, yeah, Tommy. Jason David Frank is his real name.
Yeah, that's his, yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I want to meet him. I'm like, oh, that would be great. So I looked, the entrance to pay to get into the convention, I think it was like $40 to $60 maybe. And I was like, oh shit, that's cheap as hell. That's great.
That's cheap.
Super cheap. But then I saw that you got to pay for the autograph if you want the autograph. If you want him to sign like a photo, he could give you a photo and you got to pay for that as well. If you want to take a picture with him, like a photo op, you got to pay extra. And then even if you just want to take a selfie with him at his table, you got to pay extra.
That's mad. Because what if public? People would just go up to him and say, can I have a selfie?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. But they charge for those someone's mic is echoing, by the way.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you gotta, and it's not at every single convention that's the method they take. But I have seen that even wrestlers, it pretty much, it is what it is. You pay for either a picture or autograph, or you just pay for to meet them and have like a meet and greet or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Tickets for SummerSlam Access is available now. Also, they are doing a SummerSlam Access. That's cool.
That's like. Did you see WrestleMania? The WrestleMania 39. Their VIP access is actually wild.
Oh, that you go, that they take it like backstage or something?
you can do an entrance in the stadium, like a full-on entrance
Oh,
in
shit.
the entire
yeah,
stadium.
they showed a video one time with little kids doing that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I've seen stuff
I
like
think
that.
this is the first time they're doing it in the whole stadium, so you can literally just. It's crazy. So far, it's going to be a big night for WrestleMania fans.
Is WrestleMania 2 nights again?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
I hope
Yeah,
Rock's there.
WrestleMania next year is definitely gonna be 2 nights. They're already selling tickets for it as we speak. It started, I think, this past week.
Yeah, I've seen the people who are advertised. It seems like there's some good people who are going to be there.
Yeah.
I hope it's a good card. I really hope it's a good card.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna try to
It's
bring.
WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I know.
They're gonna bring some legends back.
We need The Rock. We need The Rock. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
They'll do Rock. They'll bring back probably John Cena and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Theory versus John at Mania. That'd go.
I think Batista will finally get inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to do it in front of the fans, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think next year will be. Let's say they do bring back Batista. You already got an appearance from him in some capacity. You bring back John Cena. That's already a special attraction right there.
Definitely.
You try to get The Rock in some capacity, whether it's a match or not. He's gonna make an appearance. It's Hollywood.
They've been teasing it so much.
They have everywhere,
like,
everywhere.
Paul Heyman on Raw, the last name he said, it was so extended and obvious. When he said when he reminds you of Stone Cold, it reminds you of The Rock.
Oh,
he
yeah.
said it like,
he did that last night.
Yeah. He did it last night to like make it stand out from every other person he mentioned. I know.
Paul's a smart guy, yo.
If Paul was head of creative, imagine like as well with Triple H, like co.
Yeah, no, Paul Heyman. Remember, Triple H has a fantastic relationship with all these people. All these people are gonna help him creatively.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Look, here's my whole. What up, Captcha? Here's my whole gripe about when people put the blame on Vince McMahon. Let me just tell you something, guys. I have a very small channel. Okay, I am puny and I am a little ant in the grand scheme of things. All right. When you look at the fact that WWE has been on air since the 90s, okay, that's a very long time. No, they've been around way before 90s. I'm talking about like Monday Night Raw has been around since the early 90s on cable television.
Oh, yeah, sure. I think it was like 93.
Yeah, exactly, like 93. So when you've been around that long and you've been the head of creative and the head of pretty much the big decisions, obviously, that is very, very insane to believe that only one guy could be responsible for shit. Me personally, I've been doing YouTube since like YouTube was a thing in 2007, 2008, where I did videos and I always like evolved and I always tried changing. And now I'm doing like these podcasts and these games and reviews and all the stuff you guys see me doing now. But I've evolved. And what the point that I'm trying to make is this, to get to the point. I am a one-man army. And sometimes it stresses me out that I don't know what content I'm going to create, whether it's a game or a video that I'm planning for the day or for the week. So imagine having a show that comes out on live television weekly, where you're putting millions and millions of dollars at stake. And now think about the fact that they're also part of the stock market, where they have shareholders to answer to and investors. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets more complicated and more complicated. So what I'm saying is that from 93 till now, Vince McMahon has had an army of producers and writers. This is not just on him. We gotta blame him for saying, yeah, that looks good, buddy. But we also gotta blame the people that he had around, because they were the one feeding him the stuff that a lot of people don't like. And he was agreeing with it. So what I'm saying is that from now, let me also tell you this. If you come to me, right? Hold on, somebody's freaking.
Somebody's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, I think
So when you look at those things and how complicated it is to do a weekly show or multiple shows a week, because it's Raw and SmackDown, and Vince McMahon was at every show. Keep that in mind, y'all.
Has to be.
So if you guys start working with me or for me to produce content, there's going to come a point in time where I'm going to get exhausted that I'm just going to listen to what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Let's say head of the table, Vibes, WWE Vibes, comes to me and says, well, I think today I want Drew McIntyre to fight this guy and he's going to do this. Oh, man, I think that's garbage. Juan comes at me and says, how about Drew McIntyre and Sheamus for the millionth time? Well, they have good chemistry. That sounds great.
Yeah.
You see, I didn't think about having Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre again. I agreed to having Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre, but Juan is the one that gave me the idea.
But sometimes it gets boring watching the same people fight each other.
100%. But what I'm trying to say is that ultimately, you're as good as the people you surround yourself with.
True.
So the reason why NXT was as good as it was because Triple H surrounded himself with people that not only he trusted and gave wiggle room to, but people that were like-minded. Okay? And you're putting words in my mouth. I'm saying you can't just blame Vince. I'm saying it doesn't all fall on his table. It's the people he has around him, along with him being the main one, that caused whatever you guys don't agree with. No, bro, Vince doesn't write everything. He micromanages everything. Bro, they pay for writers. You know that the biggest problem with WWE is that they've signed Hollywood writers that write movies, but are unaware about the wrestling world. You see what I just said there? How are you going to hire someone that has zero wrestling psychology and you hire them to produce a match in the wrestling world? That's been a problem in WWE before. And I'm not making this up. You could read it.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Freddie Prinze Jr. is?
Yeah, he's an actor, right?
Yeah, actor. Big fan of wrestling. He guess what? Worked for WWE as a producer writer for some time.
Oh, God.
There's a YouTuber I follow that has connections in Hollywood, right? That he knows like Chris Jericho and other networks and stuff like that. All right, my bad. I was reading the chat. He actually worked for WWE and was a writer for WWE. And he knows wrestling and stuff like that. He's friends with Booker T. He's had Booker T on his show. He's had Chris Jericho on his show. And he's pretty well informed overall. And he mentioned how crazy it was to work there. And dude, yeah, Duet always creates like his own narrative for his own debates. I hear you, bro. All I'm saying is that yes, he surrounded himself with these people. He decided on the ultimate decision. He micromanaged everything. I'm just saying that there's a team. There's not just a team. Let me make this very loud and clear. There's an army of people that were serving Vince. So if the army that you have are like-minded Dr. Doolittles and yes men, right? And women, then you're going to disagree with the shit because they are like-minded people and tie in with what Vince wants. So Triple H, yes, he was responsible for NXT, but they have a bunch of shit to their favor, which is he surrounded himself with the right army. Do you really think for 1 second that you can produce a weekly show, 2 shows a week at that, plus pay-per-views each month from 1993 till 2022 and still have a healthy life?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Dude, I struggle sometimes to produce a YouTube stream.
Yeah, sometimes the days just get. There's one day where you're up for it, and there's one day where you're not.
I'm talking about understanding that this is humanly impossible to digest.
Yeah.
I used to do Twitch a long time ago when I stopped.
So that's what I'm telling you guys to consider for a second. I'm not saying that Vince wasn't wrong. I'm not saying that the team that he put himself weren't boys or girls for that matter, like I said. I'm not saying that everything he did was gold or perfect. Hell, one of you guys mentioned it. Not even Triple H is perfect. No one is.
No one.
No.
No one. Not even as much as we want to believe that we know better, we don't. They can literally just watch old WWE or indie on the internet. If you get hired to a job, don't do the research on the business you're joining. How do you not deserve blame? Exactly, MGM. Exactly. Which is all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to open everyone's horizons when we have these conversations because everybody's like, it's all Vince's fault. Yes, but it's not just black and white. It's not just yes and no. There's a gray area there. When Vince McMahon sits down to coordinate Monday Night Raw, you know who's in that room with him? Stephanie McMahon, Michael Cole, that guy P.S. Hayes or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
PSA.
Yeah, him.
He's a Freebird.
From the Freebirds. Yes, he's in that room. Kevin Dunn, Bruce Pritchard. Those.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn's about to be gone.
Kevin Dunn's gone. I think he is gone.
Fit Finley is in that room. Like all these guys are there in that room. They have
Fit Finley's still there?
Yeah, Fit Finley's still there. They have meetings. And Vince McMahon even said it in Pat McAfee's interview, which was very revealing. He says that every week after every episode, they have a team that reaches out to fans that have nothing to do with the company, basically just neutral fans, and they get their feedback on a weekly basis, and that's where they get most of their feedback from, not social media.
Wow.
They do surveys and testing and bullshit like that, and answer questionnaires.
That's new for me. Never heard of that
They
before.
have a team of people that are literally in charge of that department.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Am I okay? What do you mean, am I okay? Racing? I'm here, am I? Aren't I? So, yes, they're involved under Vince, but guys, it's still an army of his people. It's an army of his people. And like I said, it's not that the blame doesn't fall on Vince. Indeed, it does fall on Vince. Indeed, the weight of the ultimate decision falls on Vince. I never denied that. See, I never said it's not Vince's fault. I am blaming the others that are sitting with him, agreeing with him. Because if you're in a room with smart people and 18 out of those 20 people are telling you, Vince, this does not look good. Vince McMahon loves his money. He loves his company. Vince McMahon will not push forward something that 18 different human beings are telling him that it sucks. It's about using logic, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, the guy is 77 years old, healthier than all of us in here.
Yeah,
the most part.
that is crazy.
You cannot produce a weekly show from 1993 till 2022 and
Sorry.
keep a straight face.
Like, that shows how much it's evolved. Like, the old shows were amazing, but then casually it just gets different and it gets old and we need somebody new.
Do it. The fans that are very in tune with what's going on behind the scenes, yes, for the most part, social media has opened that door and has given people a behind the curtain look as to what goes into the product. But when I was watching wrestling as a child in the Attitude Era, 8-year-old Lexx, I had no idea who was writing or creating this shit with the boss, Mr. McMahon. And if something went wrong, who did you blame? The boss, Mr. McMahon. Because you don't know Kevin Dunn or Michael Hayes or Pritchard. Not everybody knows those guys. So because you know them, you can't assume that the next person does. I didn't even know that Freddie Prinze Jr. worked for WWE writing and producing till recently. To me, Freddie Prinze Jr. was just an actor and a fan of wrestling, but he actually worked for WWE at some point in time. So what's news to someone else may be something you already know. And I'm not saying that that's why I'm talking in general here. And maybe what I'm saying is the logic that I'm putting out here is something that you already came up with on your own. But that doesn't mean that everyone else in here understands that or knows that. It's not like Vince hasn't done things well either. The Hurt Business, the Fiend, the Bloodline, everything people say Vince ruined. He's a big reason why it existed at all. 100%. And I'm one of those people that constantly tries to remind people, look, it's not all bad. It's not all negative. We are literally into professional wrestling. I would say a good chunk of the people that watch wrestling are thanks to Vince.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's very contradicting and very what's the word I'm looking for? It's the opposite of being proactive, bro. It's a waste of time to sit here and just put all the blame on one guy and say that you hate this guy when he's the reason why you got into this shit in the first place.
Yeah.
Just like Tony Khan. Tony Khan doesn't want to give any kind of credit in interviews or social media or the shit that he says. And he's trying to be anti-Vince and shit, anti-WWE. Now he says that he's the longest tenured CEO. Trying to troll. He's become a troll. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, though. You know why? Because he knows the people that watch him love that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Retroactive. Thank you, MGM. Thank you. Kevin Dunn is in charge of production, not creative. He would tell Vince about camera angles and which girls he preferred on TV. NCB, it doesn't mean he's not part of the production meeting, which is the point that I'm trying to make here. Guys, we know these details or these little intricacies, but if you're working for Vince in any way, shape, or form, and you're part of a production meeting and we're passing around voting on a storyline, hey, do you think Trish Stratus should come back and face Lita for the women's title and have Becky Lynch as a special guest referee? What are you gonna sit there and say? These dinosaurs? Nah.
No.
I said no.
No. I know. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. We're gonna sit here and we're all gonna be like, Vince, we gotta use Becky. We gotta use Bailey.
Yeah, right.
We gotta use Sasha. Why are we bringing back these dinosaurs? For nostalgia, bring him back at Raw 2000 or something.
Let's have the dinosaurs.
May as well call them fossils.
Guys, you're acting like people are in a room with Vince and they have their hands tied behind their back.
Bro, it's funny calling her a dinosaur. She's my profile picture.
Problem for the last 15 years is that writers were writing for an audience of one, not the audience. Vince got less
What year did
hands-on, was
Charlotte
surrounded
face
by
Trish?
yes men. Look,
They
guys,
technically grew up
what
with
did you say? I'm so sorry. What did you say?
I said, what year did Charlotte face Trish?
Charlotte faced Trish. Good question.
It was a
Charlotte?
summer. I think it was a SummerSlam.
Charlotte
I don't know.
versus Trish.
I don't.
Let's see. Yeah, you're right. SummerSlam.
It should have been Sasha,
2020.
not Charlotte. That should have been Sasha, not. That should have been Sasha, not Charlotte.
Yeah.
Mr. Witty Witterson with that profile picture, huh? Damn.
And look, man, another thing that I want to mention here too. I want to take the opportunity and mention this here.
Yeah, whose profile picture is that? With Flair's head with
That's
blood.
Mr. Witty Witterson with that.
Let me see.
grin.
Yo, he's crazy.
He's always changing his profile picture.
He is. He literally joined a second ago with a different one, and now
Yeah,
he's
he
back
had
with-
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was him with the Logan Paul one.
Look, man, at the end of the day, we can read reports, and I'm going to tell you something right now. When you guys hear me say stuff, it's a combination of articles, tweets, and information found online, period. I don't have inside sources. I don't know anyone in WWE or in the business for that matter. So what I'm saying usually comes from what I read online. And yes, I look for people that are verified. The Dave Meltzers, that guy what's his name, Ryan Satin,
Yeah.
and Sean,
Yeah.
whatever, Rap or whatever, and all the people that everybody knows. Everybody knows them. It's no secret. We all know who the people that dish out the rumors and the stuff going on. We know who they are.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Even those people typically say take things with a grain of salt. Why do they say that? Because at the end of the day, this information that's getting passed along is from someone that's in the company or someone that wants to put that information out there. They are intentionally leaking it and putting it out there for the company or against the company. Whether it's a rule or not, they do it in secret and no one knows who this rumor creator is, or sometimes they do and it's higher up in management or someone in the middle of the totem pole. Point is, here's the thing. Have you guys ever, some are too young. Maybe Juan. How old are you, Juan? If you don't mind me asking.
36.
36. All right. I'm 32. I know Vibes is in his teens and Witty as well, so they're too young to understand this. But there's an old game here from way back when. The real dinosaur era, Jurassic Park era. All right? If you start a secret at one, you do like a line of people. Let's say you do like 30 people. You start a secret at the start of that line. By the time the secret reaches the end, the last person, more times than not, the secret has already changed. And it's not the same word for word that it started with.
That's true.
Okay? What do you mean by that, Lex? What are you trying to say? How does that apply to what you're saying? How are you using this to compare the situation in WWE? I'm comparing the situation to real life. Okay? If someone is passing along information from the company, it's going to be a watered down version of what the reality might be. Sometimes it's going to be legit, concrete, 10 out of 10. Brock Lesnar left the building. Shit, he probably did leave the building.
Yeah.
How come we didn't read that he came back? How come we didn't read how they got him back? Because it didn't matter. It wasn't clickbait. No one would have read that or cared. He just came out, didn't he? They found a way to bring him back. And I truly believe that he probably did exit. I said it in the video. There's still time to bring him back by the end of the show.
He did probably leave, then came back somehow.
And you know what's funny? That probably happens more times than people can imagine. They're not every single person that's part of the company is going to be at backstage for like 10 hours before the show goes live.
I don't know. That's too long.
They called game telephone when I was in school. News gets twisted and changed. Thank you, NCB. There you go. That's the game, y'all. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes you're going to get word for word what was written on paper in stone, what was meant to be. Sometimes you're going to get fabricated stuff. Sometimes you're going to get things that have been kind of twisted around, and it's not always on point. So we know who the people in charge are. We know who works behind the scenes. We know the characters. We've seen their faces, but there's plenty more that we don't know. Bro, WWE is a very massive company. I think people don't understand how big WWE truly is. In terms of personnel and in terms of writers, producers, and just creators in general. And especially when they launched the WWE Network, that was a whole nother division of creativity that they had to add to their arsenal. So all I'm trying to do is pretty much state what I believe is the obvious. And the most logical reasoning is that it's not just one man. He's the judge, jury, and executioner. Yes, he drops the hammer and says, this is what it's going to be. This is how I want it. But it doesn't mean that there's other people that are not trying to give us something different or that have helped him create something different. It works both ways. I've been watching since 1984. I know people that work in WWE, past and present. It's a machine behind the scenes. Exactly. It's a machine. The best way you could have put it. Vince didn't write anything. He approved other bad ideas, but as the head of the creative, he wanted all the credit when it was good. So he gets the blame when it's bad. Vince deserves credit for WWE 100%. Exactly. And that's just what I believe is very logical. But here's why I'm saying all this shit, and we've turned this into a full-blown, behind-the-scenes podcast. It's because way too many people point fingers and blame without realizing this is more than just one face to blame. And that's all I wanted to say, because ultimately that one face that we're blaming for some of the shit that we don't agree with, which I'm part of that same crew sometimes. Truth of the matter is, I'm thankful. Bro, WWE, pro wrestling was always around as like a circus act. It was very territorial and very small.
Yeah, it was...
Yo, Vibes, aren't you in the UK, right?
Yeah, I am.
Did you guys hear that? Let that sink in real quick. We got a teen from the UK who is a fan of WWE. When he already has it, I am pretty sure in the UK they have their own leagues and their own divisions and shit. Obviously not as big as WWE.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm sure they have their own territorial companies. I mean, that's where Paige and her family was at before Paige came to WWE.
One in Scotland as well.
Oh, yeah. All over the world.
Yeah. All over Japan.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Everywhere. There's wrestling everywhere. It's still around. It's more underground than anything because
Global.
It is what it is. But you know who took that shit out from the rut? Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Now, just like he's not the only one to blame, he's not the only one to credit for. His dad laid the foundation. His dad had the bright idea to start it up in a certain way, but he's the one that took it to the next level. And the team that he put around him, sink or swim, they also helped him elevate it to the next level. And it took the likes of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage. The list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
I feel like people need to be patient and see what Triple H does. Changes take time, 100%. Not only that, you can't just say, well, I'm the head of creative now. Theory, you're no longer Mr. Money in the Bank. Liv Morgan, you're no longer champion. Roman Reigns, you're no longer undisputed champion. Fuck everyone. We're changing this shit up.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be some fucked up shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that happened.
True Trips. Oh, Trips actual changes won't take effect till to a pay-per-view or two after SummerSlam. Clash of Castle is probably already booked. 100%.
Yeah.
Maybe Clash. I don't know.
I will say this.
No, Clash is booked. Clash
And-
has to be booked.
And you know what? Let's kind of switch gears here real quick. This is a very interesting conversation that I had with Duet the other day on Discord. And this is I couldn't really explain myself through text because it was a lot that I had to put out there. But this is what I was trying to explain to him the other day.
Okay.
You know, when you hear about let's talk about the same storyline that I talked about with Duet. We're talking about the Daniel Bryan storyline. And he said,
Yeah.
if WWE listens to the fans, why didn't they just make Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble when Batista won, which is what people wanted all along, regardless at that point in time? Well, because Royal Rumble wasn't booked from one day to the next or 1 month to the next. Batista coming back was in the works for a while, and Batista coming back at the Rumble was in the works for a while. Just like we know that Cody Rhodes is probably going to come back at the Rumble and maybe even win it. That's been talked about since he returned to WWE, now getting injured. You get me? So when you're looking at producing shows, like I said, weekly and monthly basis, you have to have some sort of blueprint and layout.
Yeah.
Because you can't plan everything the week of. So they had a trajectory for Batista kind of set in place. They had a trajectory for Daniel Bryan. He wasn't part of the Rumble that year, and people were rioting. And because of the fan reaction and the reception, Batista was forced to turn heel. And he was supposed to be a babyface. He was supposed to have his final run, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because of fans, that blueprint and roadmap that they kind of had set up changed. Because that's what happens with live television. When you have a live crowd and now you have social media, and you have fan feedback very easily accessible, you can easily tell if you pissed off the people or if they're enjoying the product or if they're hating it or whatnot. So when you had a trajectory put in place and things got changed, it's because something big happened. And it worked out for the better. What up, Saif? What's going on, my boy? It worked out for the better, didn't it? Did we not see Daniel Bryan go to WrestleMania and defeat Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista in the same night?
That was insane. Yeah, we did.
That's as big, if not bigger, than Chris Jericho beating The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 people over 2. And it's Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho, which Chris Jericho was held under a different spotlight during his time, even though he struggled to get to where he got to at some point. So wrestling was in bingo halls and barns before Vince took it mainstream. Hogan was a regular on non-wrestling TV every day in the 80s. Exactly.
Yeah.
And not only that, some of the televised wrestling from way back when in the 80s or so, it was what? Like once a week, not once a week, but maybe like once a month or something like that. Or once every so often.
Ridiculous. The schedule was crazy.
Yeah, the schedule was very far apart from each other. What up, Kenneth? So when you look at all the factors in play, bro, you got to understand that they don't always get it right. They don't always have the right trajectory for people, or they don't always have the, and what I mean right is, I mean, I'm talking about fan service. Because let's just be honest here. There's no right or wrong. Every wrestler in 2022 is very athletic, very gifted for the most part. Not every single one, but I mean, everybody that's in WWE could they can go.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in AEW right now, they can go. Everybody in Ring of Honor, New Japan, Impact. It's all about trying to find the top guys that have more than just going in the ring. You got what I'm saying? It's the total package, which is always hard to find.
Yeah.
And let me put this as an example. I am one of the biggest Cesaro advocates. I love Cesaro. Claudio's his real name. I love Claudio. Always have, always will. Seems like a great human being too. which makes it that much easier to like. Makes him that much easier to like, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just face it. For all the languages that Cesaro knew on the mic, his character was always pretty bland. And he learned and adjusted and got better through time. But his mic skills were pretty garbage. Maybe what they were feeding him to say on the mic was just as bad, but his delivery was just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could give...
That was garbage.
I always bring up The Miz. Because The Miz sometimes says the most foolish things. Words-wise. Sometimes what comes out of his mouth is foolish. But the way that he presents it and delivers it, it's not foolish.
The way he shouts and stuff, like gets
his mannerisms and his expression and his intensity, his level of excitement and hype, it gets you going. I'm here watching that shit, sitting down, and it gets me excited, or it pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. Like on Impulsive.
Exactly.
That was a good example.
That
Miz kind of.
Yeah, that segment was probably the worst segment of Raw, to be honest. But even so,
but Miz made it feel alive personally. Yeah,
he did.
He made it feel very alive.
And that's the difference. Look at Ciampa's promos. They're online now. The ones that he cut backstage.
Yeah.
Why are they online? That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't show it on Raw, because it was amazing. At the end of the day, each Miz, Rollins, Owens make the best out of bad dialogue. Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
And unfortunately, again, back to Cesaro. Let's circle back and not lose track here. As much as I love Cesaro and think the dude is amazing, and what he's doing is not easy. I am not an expert. I'm not saying I could do better, or that I could write better, or I could deliver better. I'm not saying that, not even close one bit. All I'm saying is that he was just stiff. Unfortunately. Because the dude is a beast in the ring.
Yeah.
But it's not enough when you're in the big leagues, when you're trying to have global appeal. At least considering how WWE manages their product. Because if Cesaro was in NXT, he didn't really have to talk much, and he'll probably get over just as easy. And he'll probably get really over. He's going to get over in AEW.
Yeah.
It's the way that the production is also set up. WWE's production is set up to be very brand and character driven, and it has good wrestling, but it's more of the entertainment element that comes with wrestling than it is about just doing pure wrestling. Which is why I've always been fascinated by the way WWE does their production, because they keep in mind that this is not combat sports. This is not a boxing match. This is not an MMA match.
Yeah.
This is sports entertainment, so to speak, right?
Yeah,
and you don't have to, you could call yourself a pro wrestler in my book. You don't have to call yourself a sports entertainer, because it's kind of, counterproductive, but it's still something that you got to take into consideration, that you're an entertainer and that's what you're going for. What were you going to say?
Cesaro, people have been wanting him to be like champion, be like the top guy. But in WWE's mind, they know if he became champion, he would, I don't know, they might know that because his promos and his character's not really.
It wouldn't have worked. No. It wouldn't have worked at the time that we were all cheering for him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have.
Roman with Cesaro. When Roman faced Cesaro,
that was probably the peak moment, and that was the moment for him to do it. It was just he went into a brick wall against Roman.
Yes.
That was probably his peak. But
Definitely.
Or when he beat Seth Rollins in Tampa.
Yeah, beating Seth was a big moment for Cesaro.
But let me put the example. For those of you that like AEW, and you guys have paid attention to AEW's champions, you cannot tell me that Hangman Adam Page wasn't probably the most boring champion they've had. And I love Adam Page, bro. I think he does have character. I think his in-ring ability is awesome. And it just didn't work. For whatever reason, the way they booked him just didn't work for me. for me. And I've seen a lot of people based on feedback agreed with how I felt. I thought I was a little crazy because I was really big on Hangman Adam Page, and I said this guy's the future of AEW. He's one of their top guys. He still is, but I just felt that that whole run was very underwhelming.
That is the thing. Like, they're amazing, like everything, and then as soon as they get something like a title, it suddenly gets a bit. You realize that this was not a great decision. Like, in ways.
Exactly. No, exactly. You're right. If you go back to wrestling with shadows, they expect the wrestlers to be actors too. Everyone can't do that. 100%. Not everyone can take that next level. And it's not that you have to be a phenomenal actor either. You just got to be good enough, and you got to be charismatic, and not just charismatic of being chirpy and happy-go-lucky, but, you know, there has to be bro, being bad on the mic only works for certain people. It worked for Batista. It worked for Goldberg. It worked for Ultimate Warrior. It worked for Brock Lesnar, and some of these guys, because they were larger than life. And just their presentation was larger than life. Sar just doesn't have that star power to him. Great worker and a good guy, but he just never clicked as a top guy for me. And that's the case for many. And WWE knew that. Huh?
Like Theory, like people think.
Yeah, well, Theory right now, he's just on everybody's nerves like The Miz.
Yeah.
It's time for Theory to be on top.
Safe, right now I'm talking to Vibes, WWE Vibes from the streams. His name is Head of the Table on here, and we got Juan in here. We're on Discord.
Oh, damn, you still doing it on the stream? I paused the stream.
Nah, we're still here.
I think Wissy is in here.
It's
Guys
good
like-
that everyone hates Theory because you know he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Booing him.
Which is. And
Guys
if he
like
won the
Clown.
title, he would get the most heat he's ever gotten. He would get booed
That's
out the
good, though.
building.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'll be great. Like, imagine he beat Roman and Brock, bro. He would be booed out the building.
Yeah.
He'd be the
For
most
sure.
hated
Even my
wrestler
For
finger.
sure. Ultimate.
of
Yo,
the
he-
modern
yo.
generation.
You imagine he pulls a Seth Rollins?
Oh
He's
my
gonna pull a
God.
Roman from Payback.
Let me see what the
2020.
chat says. NCB says, guys like Claudio have to be able to be themselves. He's not the type of guy to deliver dialogue as a character. He would never get to the top in WWE. I agree. He had awesome matches as champion, but yeah, I agree. Look at what J-Max said, agreeing about Hangman. Hangman could not wrestle for 20 minutes. I don't know about that, but
He could. Hangman? He
Yeah,
could.
what the
I don't know
hell,
about that.
man?
I think he
He
can.
put on a banger with Kenny. He put on
What
a
the hell
banger with
he's-
Kenny Omega.
What the hell he smoking?
Yeah, he put a great match with Kenny. He put a great match with Adam Page. Look,
Yeah, dude.
perfect guy to bring up right now. Adam Page. He's been suffering in
Mhm.
AEW. He's probably happy as he's ever been because he's with his wife and he has all his friends there. But let's be honest, he hasn't really been doing all that much.
No. Not at all.
Riddle's now getting pushed, but it's not just now that he's getting pushed. Is that Riddle, ever since he was in NXT and ever since he got called up to the main roster, his character and his way of carrying himself is infectious. And even though it comes off like a joke in some ways, he gets down and dirty and serious, and he backs up. You know, he walks the walk and talks the talk. You get what I mean here? And there's a difference. He's not a bozo clown that you don't take him serious in his matches. You could see him as a champ.
Awesome.
Darby is another case of fizzling out. It's just the way they're booking him lately, but Darby's awesome. And he's pretty
Darby
good.
is, bro.
He's pretty good on the
dude,
mic.
Darby's
Sting?
insane.
Cole reached his glass ceiling in AEW? Probably so.
Do you think Darby would transition to another company?
Yeah, Darby is an exciting performer, and his little emo character is really who he is in real life, he says. So it works, bro. It works because he resonates with people. People relate to him. He has a good fandom, a good following. And he puts his body on the line above all. So he's an exciting guy
Yeah,
to
like-
watch. I like him.
I think he should be.
I like him too.
He's the new Jeff Hardy. He is the new Jeff Hardy.
Basically,
There's no doubt.
probably even crazier than Jeff.
Yeah.
He gonna be like,
Randy really taught
Sorry,
Riddle a
Paul.
lot.
While sitting on
100%.
a chair.
Yes, MGM. you could tell that Randy has rubbed off on Riddle in a very good way, not just from taking his moves on screen, but I'm exactly what you said. I don't gotta repeat it. What you
I
said.
saw
You're
the
on point.
Broken Skull thing, where Randy said Riddle's growing on me at that time, and then look where he is now. Like, he was literally with Riddle in a tag team now. Like, it's crazy how quickly people can just boom, just switch on and just be with
For
as
sure.
a team. Like, Riddle.
Yeah.
Like Randy and Riddle, I never thought I would see them.
Me
as a
neither.
team. Never.
Me neither. I never
Like,
thought I'd
Randy,
take
the
them
Legend
serious.
Killer. The
I
Legend
thought they
Killer.
were
Punk
I thought they were
kicks
gonna be a
and
rivalry at first.
Hmm?
I thought they were gonna be a rivalry.
Yeah, I
at
thought
first.
so too. I thought so too.
Yeah, like he went for the RKO. He actually hit an RKO. I was like, oh, this is where they're never going to be a team. Suddenly, I'm like,
I get
next
what you're
week.
saying. I get what you're saying, NCB, but the going away heat that you're talking about, I think it pertains more to like Sammy Guevara with his girlfriend, what is it, Ty Conti or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
Ty
think-
Conti, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could say that that's the heat Theory has, even though he has part of it. I think Theory has more of the Miz kind of heat, and people are just annoyed with him and stuff like that. But you're right. At some point, Theory needs to make that shift, and he needs to grow. And we're not seeing the real Theory just yet. This is just a start for Theory, and Theory's only like 23 years old, bro. Am I gonna play COD tonight? Probably not. Darby's my guy. Yeah, Darby's awesome. I can't bash Darby. Really good.
What's up, Marco?
How is Theory getting go away heat? His segments on YouTube since winning have become the most viewed. Yeah. No, I think Theory is definitely one of those guys that people are loving to hate, and people are annoyed with him. And it reminds me a lot of the heat that the Miz had. It doesn't remind me of the heat that Sammy Guevara from AEW has. I think there's a big difference. I get what you're saying, because I know a lot of people on social media are putting that go away heat out there and all that. But when you look at the crowd and just the reception, he's getting the bad guy heat. He's getting the kind of heat.
Roman's getting cheered.
Yes.
That's what he's supposed to do, though.
Yeah, no,
I
for
know,
sure. And that kind of heat is the kind of heat that people get when you're watching movies and TV shows that you hate their guts and you don't want them to succeed.
Right.
If Theory was pushing any away viewers, that would be go away heat. Exactly. What up, Junior? How's it going?
Y'all want to know what I want to see? Theory with 3 titles.
That
No.
would annoy the world.
No.
Hell no.
No way,
I
Jose.
would punch
I would
my
get a good laugh
TV
out
and
of
it
that.
would have a hole in it by the end of SummerSlam.
Right? It's more like, oh, brother, it's this guy again kind of heat. Exactly. Which, again,
Right.
reminds me more of the Miz level of heat. And when you're able to achieve that, and you could kind of zone that in and kind of, mold you in a direction, which it has. Theory has changed since getting called up to the roster.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But he's changed enough to feel like he's part of that machine. He's not just, oh yeah, that's Vince's boy. That's why they're pushing him to the moon or whatever. Like, he's like, bro, look at the segment that he's had on SmackDown with Brock Lesnar. Look at the Elimination Chamber. That he's a workhorse. He delivers, and the crowd is eating it up. Every moment that Theory has been involved with Roman and Brock and all these guys, it's all been really good.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
I thought Theory was going to beat Brock at Elimination Chamber. Like, he
Same
low-blowed
thing.
it. Like, oh, no.
No. He probably was not gonna lose to him. Hell no.
Remember,
Views don't mean
low
anything
blow.
about Heat. Logan Paul.
Oh, he-
also
When
go-
he threw his ass off, yo, that shit was crazy.
Nah.
Yeah, I just
Logan
thought-
Paul does have go away heat because people
Yeah.
don't want him in WWE.
Really?
But look, let me tell you something.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something real quick.
Let's go.
Let me
Somebody in
go.
the street.
I'll let you guys talk. Guys on Discord, I'll let you talk now. Let me just say this real quick. I said this yesterday, and we're gonna keep talking about this over and over because let me look up Austin Theory's age. I know he's 23, but let me just confirm it.
He's
Hey,
24.
down.
24.
He's like 23 or 22.
Okay,
He's turning 24.
he's turning 25 this year. So the dude is
Yeah.
24. Listen up, guys.
That's ridiculous.
Listen up. Let me just say this. And NCB, you said you've been watching wrestling for a while. So I'm actually a little hurt that a fan that's been watching wrestling as long as you have is saying the things that you're saying. Why? Because you should know it better. You should know better. I'm sorry.
What?
You should know better. When you constantly sit here week in, and not just you specifically, I'm generalizing here to the fandom, to the fans, to the people that are constantly bashing and crying and complaining. I'm not saying you're crying and complaining, okay? Don't take it the wrong way. But when you're sitting here as a fan, pissed off, this guy, it's all about Roman, it's all about John Cena. Here we go with Brock Lesnar. Here we go with Goldberg. Here we go again and again and again. Well, Roman is still young, okay? And Roman is finally at that level, as those guys.
That's true. Roman is still young.
So the fact that we're
He's
putting,
37. He's 37.
but still, he's still young. That's still young for WWE. That's prime for WWE.
50.
Roman is in his prime for WWE.
Let me check.
And when you're looking at Roman and how he's younger than like 10, 15 years than some of these old legends that are the big guys, like the Goldbergs and Brocks and Johns and Randys and these guys, all right? And he's about 5 years younger than Randy, I think, maybe, or something. But whatever. Point is.
Yeah, he's 37.
And you're talking about Roman taking the spotlight. Roman taking the spotlight. There's nobody new. It's been 2 years of this. But then you got Theory, who's turning, what, 25? Who's the youngest Money in the Bank winner. Might end up being the youngest champion. I don't know if that could be a factor now.
Oh, God.
But,
not joking.
But point is, they are putting someone else on TV, and he is still not good enough because people don't want him now. They want him in 2 years.
Yeah.
I think this is the reason. They want stuff, but they don't know how they want it. And then when they don't get it the way they want it, they get upset.
It sucks. It's the end of the world.
It's
true. People are saying they want new stars. You got a new star now.
You got a new star. And look, because Roman was already the big dog and he was already getting pushed to the moon before, people feel like Roman being the star that he is today is not, it doesn't count. No, Roman was already a top guy. He was getting shoved down my throat. Roman shouldn't be champion.
Oh.
Well, Roman's a new star, bro. Okay? Let me just say.
Yeah.
And he's not just
He's
not just a superstar. He's not just a star. He's transcendent that. He's a generational talent at this point. Okay?
Yeah.
He's on another level, and I'm not just trying to, gas him up. I'm comparing him to the likes of The Rock. I'm comparing him to the likes of Stone Cold. I'm comparing him to the likes of John Cena, Hogan, so on and so forth. All right? When you look, and look, I'm going to bring up this comparison. You guys may think I'm way off, and it's okay. But when you look at CM Punk's run in WWE, as much of a big mega star that he became and as great as he was, and I'm a fanboy of CM Punk. I love CM Punk. As great as he was, who was the #1 seller in WWE?
Cena.
John Cena. As big as CM Punk was, he still didn't get to pass John Cena. Wow. Well, it's WWE's fault. They didn't push him enough. They buried him against Undertaker. They buried him against Brock. They buried him against The Rock. That was later.
They buried him against Undertaker. What?
They didn't bury CM Punk.
Yeah, they didn't bury him.
CM Punk was just not bigger than John Cena.
Or Undertaker.
Well, he didn't. Well, CM Punk, how's he going to be bigger than Cena? He doesn't attract little kids. Bullshit. All the people that are crying that CM Punk came back to AEW and he's back in wrestling that love him were little kids when CM Punk dropped the pipe bomb.
Yep.
So stop lying. It's been like 10 years. Stop lying.
Like 10 years ago.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
All right.
Damn.
Damn,
I was in my 20s.
Exactly. So when you look at the dynamic of Roman Reigns, the bloodline in general, the Street Profits are as popular as they've ever been because they're facing the Usos.
That's the thing. That is the thing. Yep.
Imagine.
Do you know when Riddle faced Roman?
You know, the Usos have been around for how long? But because they're with Roman, they got main event status.
Yeah,
Yep.
12 years is a
Usos, what, they've
long
been
ass
around
time for the Usos.
for
Yo,
like what, 15 years, right?
exactly.
Exactly.
Randy
Yeah.
and Riddle main evented with the Usos because of the bloodline.
Randy's the manager anyway.
Listen to this, though. Listen to what I'm about to drop right now. But WWE doesn't care about tag team. But WWE doesn't put tag team wrestling in the spotlight. WWE doesn't care about the tag titles. WWE put the undisputed tag titles to give it more significance.
Exactly.
But why do they got all the titles then? Did you care about the Raw tag titles? Or did you care about the one the Usos had? So what's it matter? Weren't you complaining before that the titles didn't mean shit? Weren't you complaining before the tag team division didn't mean shit? What do you want?
The tag team division is probably on the top right now.
The tag team division didn't mean shit for years.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who was carrying the tag team division? The Usos and the New Day. Who else?
Yeah.
The Shield?
For a little bit.
personally,
But what the point I'm trying to make, bro, is that every time somebody throws up a question of there's no young talent, well, there's Ezekiel, there's Damian Priest, there's Theory,
Finn Balor?
there's
Finn Balor?
Finn Balor, he's a little they don't treat him with that kind of respect, but there's
I did mean like a while ago. Like
there's still Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Well,
There's still guys that are in their 30s is the point that I'm trying to make here, which again, guys, when you're in your 30s, that's your prime. Oh, I forgot. How about this? There's Riddle. There's also Riddle, right?
Cody.
how old is Shinsuke?
There's now Cody. Nah, Shinsuke's pretty old. He's actually pretty old. I'll look
He's
it up
like
right now.
40s.
Who else?
Shinsuke's in his 40s.
Yeah, which I think that's why he's happy about being in WWE, honestly. He's 42.
I'm trying to think of people.
So, look, guys, you don't always have to be. Thank you for the hat, for the compliment, my boy. Oh, now there's Gunther that's getting promoted as a top guy. What? He's not good or young enough, or he's not the ethnicity you want him to be. Come on, come on, guys. Let's be honest.
Let's kind of think of it. I didn't watch NXT last week, but saw a clip on Instagram. Didn't they throw the women's tag team belt in the trash?
Yeah, they did.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Cody been WWE since 2010. It doesn't matter. I'm saying that there's still a young enough talent that they're not just relying on the Stone Colds and the Brock Lesnars of the world. There's actually a generation that we're living with wrestlers that are very talented and enjoyable to watch. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that they all don't have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin to be enjoyable. But when people say there's no top stars, Seth Rollins main evented with Cody Rhodes with no title on the line, thanks to Roman Reigns not being part of that pay-per-view, and everyone loved that shit.
I feel like we don't understand.
And didn't Seth Rollins cash in at WrestleMania?
Come on,
right? Remember that?
Come on,
Yeah,
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has the greatest cash in history.
Yeah.
For real.
The concept of Money in the Bank was elevated by Seth Rollins because of how he did it. Look at Woke. Woke isn't he on Discord here? He is. Woke is on Discord and he remembered of. Let's go. Thank you, my boy.
True.
Why'd you use so many members anyway?
We complain about we need new stars and now they're doing it, and even for NXT. And then another thing too, let me just say this. Another thing too, guys. Oh, WWE doesn't have no stars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're announcing a brand new show. It's called NXT for the future of WWE. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Don't be a freaking hypocrite. Who watches NXT to see the future talents every week? Be honest.
No, I don't.
Be honest. I'm not going to be mad at you because I'll start.
I
don't watch NXT every week.
I don't.
What was Black and
The
Gold?
main roster is the biggest attraction to.
When was Black and Gold? Yeah.
Black and Gold? But did you watch it every week? Be honest. Every freaking week.
No.
Black and Gold.
Like what? Not every week.
I didn't watch it every week.
Not every week, right? And guess what?
I haven't watched it since Nexus.
Exactly. Me neither. And guess what? Guess what? It's been some of the best damn wrestling that WWE has produced. You know who was there killing it? Shinsuke, Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, the Usos. You want me to? I could keep going all day. NXT has literally produced some of the greatest unseen matches in WWE's history.
Big
The Usos was on NXT.
Yeah, they were on NXT. Long
Big
time
E.
ago.
I know.
Well, it was FCW, but
WrestleMania 32, right? They had it like didn't have like a takeover before that.
yes, and then they started doing the takeovers.
It was better.
Yes,
It felt like it was
yes,
better than WrestleMania.
yes.
Every takeover.
The takeovers have all been spectacular.
I started watching NXT again weekly after Survivor Series.
Exactly. So tell me, how can you produce a spectacular takeover when nobody's watching that shit?
It's crazy.
Because they have talent, bro. They have the people. And when you watch, bro, the Viking Raiders are garbage on the main roster. But when I watched them in NXT, I thought they were legit.
Yeah,
they were legit. They were badasses in NXT.
What up, Flo?
I saw the Viking Raiders at an NXT live event.
Me too.
They were amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. You know who I saw live in WWE main event when I went to SmackDown one time? Tucker and Otis. They were good as hell.
Heavy machinery, some shit like that.
Some shit like that, yeah. And where are they at? You know who had an amazing run in NXT? Eric Young from TNA.
TNA. Sanity.
So stop lying. Stop telling me you want future talent. There's a show that produces it. And stop lying and saying you want young people to get spotlights when you have guys like Theory eating that shit up, coming out 2-3 times a show now. Stop telling me you want new generational talent when you got Roman Reigns. Stop telling me that you want, you know, it's not easy to be compared to the big guys, bro.
No.
AEW has only been around for 3 years. I'll give them that. But they have yet to produce somebody on the level of Roman Reigns that's not named Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And there's rumors that some of those wrestlers want to go back to WWE now since Triple H is in charge.
Of course.
Adam Cole is going to be like the Undisputed Era in general.
The Undisputed Era in NXT was fantastic.
Bro, they were insane.
I say bring in new talent, don't watch NXT or level up. But when Brock is on the show, ratings and buys go up. Some of y'all in the chat are hypocrites. Bro, and that's the thing that I'm trying to point out here, NCB. I don't want to be negative and I don't want to be that guy, but I will say this. A lot of wrestling fans are hypocrites. Just like Star Wars fans. Because how are these things still making so much money if you don't like it? What are you doing? You're not reading your reviews on Twitter. They're looking at their bank account.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell Jake. I was trying to tell Jake on Discord because Jake is like, oh, numbers are down. Everybody hates the show. I went to the Sunday Stunner live event for WWE a week ago.
That was good.
The crowd left home happy. I looked at all the kids and families and everyone there. They were happy.
You know, and for as bad as WWE has been over the last few years, they're still making money.
You know what was the main event for that Sunday Stunner I went to? You guys are going to laugh.
What?
Drew McIntyre versus Ridge Holland because Sheamus came out and said that he didn't want to wrestle in Fort Lauderdale. Imagine the main event was Drew McIntyre, a main eventer, versus Ridge Holland, a mid-carder. But guess what? It was a street fight. They had tables and chairs and Kindle sticks.
And what's a good thing about live events? You could test out main events. You can see if they're ready to go in the main event.
You know what it is? I saw a tables match with Kindle sticks and chairs at a live event where these people put their body on the line and we didn't even get to watch it at home. And everybody went home happy. Wait, is this WWE we're talking about? I thought everybody hated Sheamus's crew and Ridge Holland and everybody hated Butch.
Live events are
A
just
friend
that.
of mine
Bro,
went
what's
to
wrong with this too?
I thought
the
everybody,
Madison Square Garden show
you know,
back in like March.
oh, the garden
The
shows are
main
amazing.
event,
Yeah, they go all out
Yes,
for those
the
they
main
garden
are.
event
shows.
was Rock
House
and
shows
Theory.
are really good.
I want to go live again, definitely.
Mm.
I went Saturday on last show.
I
So
think the
Live,
last time I went was 2020.
live is
Like,
so much fun. But one thing that
not
I
2020,
feel the house
2019.
shows,
look,
the
Byron
house
just
shows
mentioned a
are
bunch of
so much
people.
better.
No, yeah, the house shows are sometimes better for sure. Look at what Byron just said. Keith Lee, Aleister Black, Andrade, Adam Cole, Buddy Murphy, Ruby Riott. There's so many more people you can mention that WWE has developed and have allowed to go to other companies and be successful. That is still something that WWE can be thanked for. But people look at it as a negative. Not
And
everyone's
also,
gonna. Guys, there's not enough space for everybody.
and don't forget too, WWE let Mickey James be in the Royal Rumble.
With
Oh, yeah,
the
that's true.
TNA
Yeah.
Championship.
Yes, the
With
TNA
the knock-
champion. I
with
was
the
shocked
knock-
when they showed the TNA
With the knockout championship.
Nah,
We
but
should
guess
have
what,
announced
bro?
it. We
Guess
should
what?
have just waited.
No,
for
that's
it
not
to
good enough,
surprise.
man. It's just Mickey James. They should have
Yeah.
brought back Moose. Who the hell knows who Moose is?
No,
Moose.
not many people.
Was he
Moose actually made a promo. Have you seen
a
it?
football player?
Moose is good. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm saying, how would that benefit WWE if they would have
Yeah,
brought in
like-
like Moose, or they'll bring in like Adam
Shit.
Page?
Personally, nobody would have known who it was, and they would have gone, "Wait,
Because
who is this
people
guy?"
Not that
I'm
many.
like, who the hell is
people.
this guy?
you know what kind of
Yeah.
hurt me? I'm going to tell you something. You know what kind of hurt me? When you hear one of
What?
your idols, because
What?
CM Punk in the wrestling world is one of my idols.
Oh.
At the end of the day, he's one of the guys that I looked up to and I really enjoy and I still like, and I understand where he's coming from. He has to be very pro AEW. He needs to be pro Tony Khan. He
Yeah.
needs to be pro whatever he's working on and what he's doing. And bro, I love CM Punk. I wish him the best recovery and I hope he's back. I don't mean that
Yes.
with any ill will, but I did not like that he said in an interview that if WWE fans only watch WWE, that they feel sorry for them, that they don't know what real wrestling is. What is real
That's
wrestling,
a lie.
bro?
That's a lie right there, because I also watch AEW.
Yo, he actually said that shit.
Yeah. What is real
That's
wrestling though,
ridiculous.
guys? It's
The fuck?
something that it's whatever entertains you and whatever you take from it. Real wrestling could be whatever you want it to be, man. You don't have to even
Yeah.
watch WWE. You could watch that YouTube, the
Stardom.
YouTubers league that they created on the the YouTubers that created like their own wrestling promotion.
GTS.
Yeah.
DFW, some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Point is, you could what? That's not real wrestling because it's not on. It's not AEW or it's not. No, bro. You watch whatever you want to watch.
I used to watch.
Culture actually had their own wrestling show for a while.
I used to watch.
And
I
they got
like
Kurt
James
Angle on it.
promotion.
So let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not be hypocrites. Let's be realistic. Sometimes you ask for something, and when it's something not in the way you expected it, you just don't like it as much as you thought you would.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you wanted a young talent being pushed. They gave you Theory. You said, no, I want someone else. That you thought you wanted a generational talent. They gave you Roman. You said, no, I want someone else.
They did
You know.
the same thing with Cena.
You wanted Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt. They gave you Cody. You said, I still want Bray. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy, dude. Like,
All I'm saying is that we can all be entitled to our own opinion. We can all feel however we want to feel, and that's okay. But the biggest problem fans have in any form of entertainment is that they don't allow others to feel however they want to feel. So
Also,
it's not a fact that I'm telling you, like what NCB is saying, I get it. I don't want to be on his bad side. I don't want anybody to hate me. I just want to agree to disagree and we move forward. That's how I like my debates to be. And I like for our community to be that way because we shouldn't insult each other or be mad at each other. He's saying that Theory has go away heat. I don't think that Theory has go away heat. Why?
No.
I already said
no
it.
chance.
But either way, I said my piece. I'm talking a lot. I know someone in here was going to talk and I cut them off. Go ahead.
No, he doesn't have go. He just has heel heat.
Yeah, he has
Someone
that.
that has go away heat is Logan Paul.
Logan
Yeah.
Paul, Sammy Guevara,
Perfect example.
Y'all
and
know me. I always talk bad about Roman, but every time he gets on the screen, I do get happy because I know it's gonna be really entertaining.
Yeah.
there's nothing
He,
wrong
he
with that. Hey, and I respect that. That's true. You're supposed to. Hey guys, we're not supposed to like Roman. He's a
Yeah, I
bad
just
guy.
can't. I just can't not.
Okay,
Oh man, sucks.
Roman is a
I'd
bad
love
guy.
to do him, but it's impossible in my opinion.
Acknowledge me.
You want to laugh? I went to the WWE live event, and this is, you guys are gonna laugh at this. This is me
Okay.
marking out and just having fun and hanging out with my nephew and shit. We
Alright.
were cheering for the Usos, and we also booed them in the same match, and we also cheered for the New Day, and also wanted the Usos to win.
Cena sucks.
You get what I'm saying? So like, that's what it's all about, bro. And I said it yesterday. When you watch a magician create magic and his illusion suspends your disbelief for 1 second, they succeeded at their job. When you watch wrestling and you're able to understand that you don't like Roman, but like Woke just said, guys, just so you know, everybody in the stream, that was Woke that you heard his voice. When you hear Woke say, I don't like Roman, it's not my champion, but when he comes on the screen, I know I'm watching greatness. I know it's going to be entertaining. And at the end of the day, bro, we don't always have to like the guys that are the top guys or the guys that are in the middle. You could like whoever you want. Hey, I still like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I do too. He's sick.
Oh,
He's great.
Dolph Ziggler is amazing at what he
His
does.
selling.
Amazing. Dolph Ziggler could lose 1,000 more times and I'm still going to cheer for his ass.
Bro, I'd love the
His
way he
spelling
gets.
is really good.
Yeah, bro, he gets speared and it looks like he's dying.
I
People
love
still
it.
replay that clip of Goldberg spearing him.
Love
Oh
it.
my god.
Lexx
Wait, he was in a match with Goldberg. Perfect example, bro. He was literally in a match with Goldberg.
What up,
Dolph
Russell?
Ziggler.
Also in 2019.
It's crazy.
Now, how about, like you might remember, WrestleMania 20,
Uh-huh.
when both Goldberg and Brock got booed
Yeah.
right out of the building.
Oh, yeah. And they were the top guys because everybody knew they were dipping.
Yep.
But you
So-
know what though? Show them respect, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, but
It was a
hey,
good match.
wrestling fans are that way, bro. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to say ever since you guys have found me in the beginning of the year or whenever it was. And we've been talking so much about wrestling. I always say that wrestling fans are like Star Wars fans. Give me more Star Wars. Oh no, this is not good enough. Give me more wrestling. Oh, this guy's not good enough. It's always like you can't please everyone. You can't, and that's why I'm always very like, why am I gonna sit here, bro, and talk about just the bad stuff that WWE 2K22 has, or why am I gonna sit here and talk about the bad stuff that WWE has? We already know it.
Yeah.
I want to have
It's
fun.
like
I don't want to
2K
have rage and anger the whole time.
Yeah.
2K22 does have some bad stuff, but it also has some good stuff too.
A lot more, bro. We didn't have a wrestling game for 2 years.
I just ignore it.
No, for sure.
Personally. That's what I do. I just ignore it.
The worst thing that happened to me in that game, it gave me a game corruption file.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that is
But I didn't have much stuff on it anyways to begin with.
So look, Russell. Yeah, so you didn't get too mad about it.
No,
So
because
Russell,
I found a way to fix it.
of course, that's how I am too. Look, I want to answer Russell's question. I want you guys to answer it too, guys in the Discord. All right, so Russell says, Lex and chat, who are some of the people you see from Black and Gold returning? Give me someone who could return or whatever. And thanks for the compliment on the hat, Russell. So for me, I would say, what's his name? The bald guy that got fired, that he looked like an idiot on Raw. He was really good. I really like him. I can't remember his name though.
Keith Lee?
No.
He is bald though.
Oh, yeah, he is. The tattoo guy with the tattoo with his wife.
Eric Young?
Karrion Kross. There you go.
Karrion Kross,
Oh god,
Killer Kross, I think his
when he
name
went
is
to
now.
the main roster, they freaking ruined him.
Yeah, they'll bring him back. I think Triple H will bring him back at some point.
NXT champion. He was NXT champion and lost to Jeff Hardy via roll up and made him look like a clown. And he was the champion.
Just
He was
watch his stuff on Impact. And
He
you
was
see he's a
insane.
big star.
Bro, he smashed a freaking brick over somebody's head, and but like, bro, he was
All right. No,
mental.
but answer the question because we got to move forward. The chat is starting to eat us alive. So go ahead. Who do you guys think is coming back from Black and Gold?
Okay, who
That's
do I
not there
think is
anymore.
coming back?
Yeah,
Keith
me.
Lee.
Carrying Cross.
Keith Lee.
Keith
Keith
Lee.
Lee.
Okay.
Gargano.
Gargano. Okay, that's a good one.
Who went?
And
Adam
maybe how about
Cole.
Stars?
All right.
Adam
NCB
Cole,
says people respect Roman. You're right. Theory hasn't been around long enough to get respect yet. Roman
Who
has.
else was in Black and Gold?
Dolph versus 90s HBK. That would be crazy, bro. Crazy. I would not forget Stone Cold Stunner, Brock, and Goldberg. Oh, yeah, that was great. Exactly. Lex said this before. I have
Ruby?
like Roman.
Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
Roman
mean, she
is
was
awesome,
a big
bro.
friend of, you know.
Gaming communities toxic. Diehard communities can be toxic. Like what you
And
said.
how about some Stars?
Wrestling on WWE. Watch the classics too. That's what's up, NCB.
How
Always
about
like
some
Roman.
Stars returning from the main roster to NXT?
We almost have
Ember Moon.
HBK versus Dolph. We do agree. Let something be surprised, like a return, Lex. Yeah, I always like being surprised. That's what wrestling is all about to me. It's all about the surprise and not expecting who's gonna win or lose. 2K22
You think
has
Ember
more
Moon's
good than
coming
bad by
back?
a mile. Yeah, me too. I agree, NCB. Hold on, let me go through the chat. Let me catch up. Give me Timothy Thatcher and Ciampa back. Timothy
Ciampa.
Thatcher and Ciampa attack Miz. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I think Ciampa will attack Miz eventually. Bray Wyatt,
Timothy.
Cross. Why WWE want a gimmick from Gladiator? Yeah, I don't know. That was dumb. Timothy Thatcher, Adam Cole, Black, John Morrison. I can see him coming back. Yeah, John Morrison will come back.
Alistair
Gargano,
Black is a
Andrade,
good one.
Dakota, Alistair Black. Do you think
Alistair
this was
Black.
planned? Theory hit Jay.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was planned, Kev. That was planned. It was planned to make the bloodline look like they're bigger than Theory. If you notice that segment, it was all about belittling Theory and making Theory seem like a piece of shit.
The whole main roster's against him.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to.
Yeah.
It's the storyline they're rolling with, and it's working.
This
You
is why
know-
I think. I don't know.
You
Go ahead.
guys think Adam Cole would return to NXT?
Adam Cole, he might do like a AJ Styles, or like Finn Balor little NXT run just for like a little little tour.
You gotta think he's
Yeah,
got his
but-
girl over in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go back to NXT.
Where's Mia Yim? Is she still?
She's in
Is she
NXT now.
Oh, is she? Wait, let me check.
No, I think she's in Impact, I believe. Mia Yim.
Okay.
You think
She's
she'll
in
ever come back?
Impact.
Hit Row, you think Hit Row? Nah, I don't think Hit Row.
Oh, Hit Row ain't coming back. They would disrespect.
No way.
I think TV14 is coming.
Row.
USA Network wants TV14.
I need blood. Blood at SummerSlam. Please.
Blood and cursing.
Bro, Roman and Brock in a match in a last man standing.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me there will not be blood,
I think
please.
Peacock had changed the rating for
Chaz
SummerSlam,
was
'cause
bleeding
first
last night.
It was TV14, now it's TVPG.
Cole
so
said he's in AEW mostly to spend time with Britt. Oh, for sure. You could tell.
Do you think any returns are happening this week?
I think
That's
at least
SummerSlam.
Bailey, at the very least, Bailey, yeah.
She is in
I don't
Nashville.
see Big E coming back this early. I ain't gonna lie.
Biggie, he's got a while.
Big E is done, bro. He said that he may even have to retire.
What?
Big
Huh?
E, yeah, so Big E did an interview
No.
and he said that his neck is gonna heal properly, but they're gonna review him within a year's time of when the injury happened,
No.
and that
God damn.
until they review him at that point in time, they can't determine whether he will be able to come back to wrestling. But the doctor did already tell him that he can't take a beating on his neck. So Big E is not
Oh
scheduled to
my.
come back till like, let's say, if he were to come back, it won't be till like summer of next year, at best.
No. I wish him the best.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
I don't think he's coming back. I think, like you said, he's done.
I think he's
And it's
done.
Big E is-
unfortunate.
No.
He said his
He was
neck, right?
literally
Yeah,
in a main event.
he could have stayed
static.
paralyzed. It was one of those nasty neck
Mhm.
injuries.
Man,
Yeah.
it's a good
He's
decision.
done.
Lucky.
I
It's
think
a
he's
good
done.
decision.
Thank God he wasn't paralyzed from that.
Bailey's probably Bianca's Mania match. I think so. That's
Oh
a good.
God, are they going to pull another angle where Bianca's opponent gets attacked?
Probably.
You know what, Lex?
What's up?
Big
What
E.
angle? Wait, what?
Your
What angle was
manager.
that?
Go ahead,
What?
Could they
VJ.
use him as? Could they use Big E as a manager?
Yeah, Biggie could definitely come back as a manager, which is what I likely see happening.
Who's gonna manage? New Day?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are never breaking up, bro. They said it that they've tried getting broken up and they're never gonna break up.
Maybe do an AOP thing where Big E's the manager for the New Day. That's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
AOP level though. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Ready for Braun Breaker to get called up. Braun Breaker's too green, but I do like Braun Breaker. He's my favorite in NXT right now. I'm not gonna lie. I do
Mine
like
is
Braun
too.
Breaker. You know what I like?
Big E
like?
could get involved.
I like Braun
He
Breaker.
sounds like-
He feels like an
He
old
sounds
school
like
wrestler.
his uncle. He sounds like his uncle.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's a mini Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
This is why I think he's.
I hope when they call him up, they call him something Steiner though. Braun Steiner.
Honestly, I'd love to see him. Although I love Roman,
Rex Steiner.
he would
Ain't that
be
his
a
real name?
great
Rex?
name.
Yeah, Rex Steiner. I don't know why they don't just call him that.
Oh, but you know, it's Vince McMahon. Oh, I don't want people to use their real names.
Yeah,
he's
well,
done.
I mean,
They can use
Triple
their
H,
real names, huh?
Triple H is about to change everything about
Yeah,
name
yeah,
change.
for sure, Glenn. I only say when the only time you'll hear me say, "Oh, wrestling is fake" or whatever is if I'm trying to prove a point or like trying to make a statement in terms of like
Yeah.
a debate that we're having. To me,
I hate how they changed Walter's name.
oh Walter, but you
I
know,
think I hope
Walter
next
said it
week-
best though. Walter said, "Man, if my name was Gunther and they put Walter, people would have gotten mad. Now that it was
Yeah.
Walter changed to Gunther, people are still gonna be mad. There's no way around it."
Like we can't be happy. That's
personally-
technically the reason.
Big E is
I like
gonna
Gunther
be in
better.
Tennessee. You heard?
They changed his name.
He is going
Huh?
to be in Tennessee. He's doing like a fan meeting with Triple H and all.
Big E, no, not a fan meeting. He's doing
Not a fan meeting, sorry. I
pro
didn't say
meeting,
that.
like
Yeah,
looking
pro
for the
meeting,
next
sorry.
star.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
They're doing like a training
Oh.
camp.
They doing a training camp?
Yeah,
They're looking for the next star then.
he's gonna
I
be.
think there's a
he's gonna be
chance to
judge.
actually go and watch it. There's a chance to go and
Yes.
watch it.
Yeah,
in person.
I think that they're gonna do it live also. The
I mean, I'd
finale.
love to go, but it's in America.
Wait, I thought those were privates.
No, they are private, but the finale is gonna be, I think, like on the internet or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, or at
Oh,
least
okay.
fans in attendance, something like that.
Yeah.
Lex, do you see Mr. Kennedy coming back as a manager and be Ronda's manager? To be
No.
honest, Ronda's manager could have been Max Dupree, but he's too much of a joke right now to transition to manage Ronda.
You know who could have been Ronda's manager? If he was still
Who?
alive? Roddy Piper.
Oh, my
come
God,
on,
yes.
no doubt.
I could be Ronda's manager.
Oh, no,
Definitely.
we should have started
I
talking
think the
about
best
Ronda.
thing-
I forgot Woke is a
Oh,
big
shit.
Ronda
Woke-
fan.
Woke the Ronda
The
fan.
best thing
Damn.
I think for
Oh,
Ronda,
love Ronda. I
maybe
mean, let's switch.
Paul Heyman.
Switch it up.
Oh, yeah, Paul
Oh,
Heyman
Heyman.
and Ronda
That's-
makes sense.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound bad.
But
And plus, she's not great on the mic, in my opinion, personally. Don't get mad at me, Woke, but she's not that great on the mic. She's
no,
great
she's
in
not.
the ring.
And she stutters a
But
lot.
Paul Heyman would be an amazing way of getting
Yo,
her
she
over.
she does stutter.
She stutters
Yeah.
every once in a while because she gets nervous.
I was like, she has nerves, yeah.
The one promo,
The one that she talks about the women's smack. Why do we call it SmackDown Champion anyways? The WWE Women's Champ.
the one promo I liked.
That shit was
when
funny.
she said, like, we knocked the door to John Cena's bedroom to Nikki Bella.
Yeah,
and
that-
Bella. My
Oh
God.
my god, I remember that promo. That shit had me dying.
Dude, the only
You know,
door
like,
you've knocked down is the
SmackDown.
door to John Cena's bedroom. Oh.
Now, speaking of this SmackDown name and the Raw's name for the women's tag or for the women's belts, like,
Mhm.
you backed yourself into a corner
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
the champions got drafted.
Yep. Do you think Ray's daughter should wrestle? I don't know if she's into it, but
I mean, why did they? It's weird though how Rhea put her hands on Aaliyah. That's mad.
yo,
They just
Junior.
punched it nearly.
Hold on, my nephew just got here. I'm gonna have to end the stream, guys. Let me bring him in so he could say what's up to the stream, so you guys could see him. Little Junior.
All right.
Junior.
All right.
I'm not in the stream no more.
Yeah, I know. He'll probably be in one of my other streams. Probably like later this week. Saw the Undertaker on his screen and say, "I'm never going back. Never attack Roman." Yeah, I know that definitely ain't happening. Junior. I think he doesn't hear me.
Oh man, it sucks.
Wake up, Marco.
What's up, boy?
I'm here, bro, so you can say what's up to everybody. I'm about to end the stream.
That was somebody.
Oh no. Oh, it's getting blurred out. Hold on, guys. Let me switch the camera.
Oh.
There we go. I took out the blur effect. Baby, don't start kissing me. So yeah, guys, we're gonna
On
get
stream?
going
You
here
doing that?
on stream. Left? Oh. So yeah, guys, here's Junior. Junior's here. We're gonna hang out now. We'll be live again later tonight, so you guys can expect another stream. I'm actually gonna upload. Let me see the videos that I have here that I gotta upload. Hold on.
Please not at 2 o'clock in the morning like yesterday. That shit, I was sleeping.
I know. The problem is that I was hanging out with Junior till late, and then I started later. You digging the hat? Thank you. This is actually a Star Wars hat. So we got the female superstar entrance reaction. We got the John Cena Fortnite announcement thoughts video. We got the male superstar entrance reaction.
I may need to look at that video because I missed that stream and I wanted to see your reaction to DLC. So
yeah, I got.
You know, like sometimes life happens.
What's your opinion on
and you can't
Doink?
stream until later.
Exactly. New DLC render reaction. I got the Roman and Theory Raw segment talk. SummerSlam prediction talk.
I need that DLC with Doink the Clown and Rana and them. That's one DLC I need.
Yeah.
did you see Doink's emote, Lex?
Oh, you meant Junior's hat? Oh yeah, I thought you meant mine. What DLC you said?
Oh,
The Doink's emote that like, have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Where
yeah.
it like mirrors your opponent.
Yeah, his twin comes out too.
Junior, say something, bro.
What's up?
Yo, guys, Junior be getting camera shy. I will see you guys on the next one, though. Yo, guys, thank you for joining the Discord. This was a lot of fun, man. We got to do it again.
Right. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
We'll coordinate it again at some point, but whenever we're all on stream and shit, and I say you guys got to get in here because sometimes nobody joins the Discord voice lobby. Everybody be getting all shy and
I'm
shit.
always on Discord. I can't get off Discord.
All right, sounds fun, bro. I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
Peace, man. Take care,
Peace
y'all.
out, Lex.
Later. So yeah, stream. It's time to ride into the sunset, man. We're out of here. I'm gonna put the song. You know, the ears are gonna pop a little bit. I'm gonna crank it up. So get ready. Peace. We can agree. Exactly. We can all agree to something. Ronda's good in the ring for sure.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
first.